Hey, what's up guys? Steve here. And today we're going to take a look at the 25 highest selling 1990s baseball cards from the pwcc weekly auction that ended on April 9th. And we get a Hall of Famer to kick things off at number 25 with this 1997 Fleer David Ortiz rookie, card number 512. This was an SGC 10 that received 9 bids and sold for $144. This sale is right in line with the current average sale price of this card in an SGC 10. PSA 10s currently sell for around $200, while the last Beckett Gold Label 10 sold for $396 back in March. Up next at number 24 is this 1994 Classic Mariano Rivera, card number 20. This was a BGS 10 that received 19 bids and sold for $180. This price seems about right, as the last Beckett Gold 10 to hit the market sold for $200 back in 2021. PSA 10s of this minor league card currently sell for around $120 on average. Coming in at number 23 is this 1994 SP Foil Alex Rodriguez rookie, card number 15. This was a PSA 9 that received 10 bids and sold for $192. This sale is within $30 of what a PSA 9 has been going for recently, but far off from the last PSA 10 that sold for $9,600 back in December. And we get a classic junk wax era card at number 22 with this 1990 score Bo Jackson, card number 697. This was a PSA 10 that received 21 bids and sold for $216. This card has really come back down to earth, as PSA 10s were consistently selling for between $500 and $600 in early 2021. The last BGS Gold Label 10 of this Bo Jackson sold for just short of $1,200 on eBay back in October of 2019. Coming in at number 21 is this 1998 Bowman's Best Derek Jeter Refractor, card number 77. This was a BGS 9.5 that received 31 bids and sold for $240. Serial numbered out of 400, this sale is up from the last BGS 9.5 that sold for $150 back in January. The all-time record sale of this refractor is still held by a PSA 10 that sold for $565 back in April of 2021. Up next at number 20 is this 1997 Stadium Club Derek Jeter Auto, card number 55. This card was a PSA 6 with an authenticated auto. It received 25 bids and sold for $252. This exact card, PSA certification number and all, sold for $222 back in the fall of 2022. The autograph really drives the value up on this sale, as even a PSA 10 of this Derek Jeter only sells for around $30 without an auto. Up next at number 19 is this 1990 Diamond Cards Tampa Yankees Mariano Rivera, card number 17. This was a PSA 9 and it sold for $264. This is the first PSA 9 comp of this card I could find since 2018, where the last one sold for $500 as an eBay buy it now. The all-time record sale of this minor league card is still held by a PSA 10 that sold for $1,175 on eBay back in November of 2018. Coming in at number 18 is this 1991 Arena Hologram Signature Series Ken Griffey Jr. This was a PSA 8 that received 21 bids and sold for $276. This is the first ever sale of this card I could find in a PSA 8, and also the new record sale of this card in any grade by any grading company. The last PSA 10 comp I found sold for just short of $100 on eBay back in December of 2019. Up next at number 17 is this 1995 Upper Deck Minor League Derek Jeter. This card was a PSA 8 that was given a 10 for the auto and sold for $300 even. Without an autograph, this card currently sells for around $80 in a PSA 10. Coming in at number 16 is this 1997 Finest Gold Refractor Derek Jeter, card number 166. This was a BGS 9.5 that received 26 bids and sold for $348. It's tough to gauge this sale because the last Beckett 9.5 sold for $1,276 back in December, but that card was marked as an air card by Beckett. But this does seem like a very strong sale overall, as the last PSA 10 of this Jeter refractor just sold for $322 back in March. The kid makes another appearance on today's list at number 15 with this 1997 Flair Showcase Row Zero Ken Griffey Jr., card number 24. This was a BGS 9.5 that received 30 bids and sold for $372. This sale is within $40 of the last BGS 9.5 that sold back in September of 2022. The last PSA 10 of this Row Zero Ken Griffey Jr. sold for $711 back in December. Up next at number 14 is this 1990 Leaf Frank Thomas Rookie Auto, card number 3. This was a PSA 10 and it sold for $384. Without an autograph, this Frank Thomas rookie currently sells for around $160 in a PSA 10. Coming in at number 13 is this 1997 Topps Rookie of the Year Derek Jeter Auto. This was a PSA 9 that was given a 10 grade for the auto and sold for just short of $500. This sale is down $33 as this exact card, certification number and all, sold for $525 1 month prior in March. The all-time record sale of this card is still held by a PSA 10 that sold for $3,600 at a heritage auction back in April of 2019. Up next at number 12 is this 1992 Bowman Mariano Rivera rookie, card number 302. This was a PSA 10 that received 23 bids and sold for $504. This card continues to drop as PSA 10s were consistently selling for between $600 and $700 in early 2023. The last SGC 10 of this rookie sold for $405 back in November, while the last BGS Gold 10 sold for $4,050 all the way back in May of 2017. Coming in at number 11 is this 1999 Stadium Club Frank Thomas. This was a PSA 10 that received 32 bids and sold for $564. While the trading card database had the pull rates for parallels and the cosigner inserts from the set, if anyone knows the pull rate for one of these inserts, please let me know in the comment section below. This is only the third ever sell of this card I could find, and also the new record sell in any grade by any grading company. Kicking off the top 10 of today's list is this 1991 Upper Deck Michael Jordan rookie, card number SP1. This was a PSA 10 that received 23 bids and sold for $588. This is a very strong sell, as this Jordan in a PSA 10 has been averaging closer to $460 recently. The all-time record sell of this card is still held by the only BGS black labeled pristine 10 to hit the market, that sold for just short of 19 grand on eBay back in May of 2022. Jordan makes back-to-back appearances at number 9 with this 1994 SP Hollow View red die-cut Michael Jordan, card number 16. This was a PSA 9 that received 34 bids and sold for $600 even. This sell is up from the last PSA 9 that sold for $480 at an REA auction back in January. The last PSA 10 of this red die-cut Jordan sold for $3,480 back in March. Coming in at number 8 is this 1993 Pinnacle Derek Jeter rookie, card number 457. This was a PSA 10 that received 15 bids and sold for $660. This sell is within $40 of what PSA 10s of this rookie have been going for on average. The last Beckett Gold Label 10 of this Jeter rookie sold for $1,791 back in October of 2019. Up next at number 7 is this 1999 Upper Deck A Piece of History Mickey Mantle. This card was authenticated by NBA and it sold for $720. The highest graded copy of this Mickey Mantle I could find was a Beckett 9.5 that sold for $405 on eBay back in November of 2018. Up next at number 6 is this 1993 SP Foil Derek Jeter rookie, card number 279. This was a BGS 9 that received 22 bids and sold for $810. This sale is down roughly $160 from what Beckett 9s of this rookie have been averaging. PSA 9s currently go for around $4,500 on average, compared to the last SGC 9 that sold for $1,775 on eBay only a couple weeks ago. The last PSA 10 of this Jeter rookie sold for $204,000 at a Golden auction back in December of last year. Kicking off the top 5 of today's list is this 1997 Skybox EX2000 Derek Jeter Credentials, card number 33. This was a BGS 9 that received 34 bids and sold for $960. Serial numbered out of 299, this is the first ever sell of this parallel I could find in a Beckett slab. The all-time record sell of this card is still held by a PSA 10, that sold for $5,377 back in February of 2020. Up next at number 4 is this 1997 Bowman's Best autographed Derek Jeter refractor. This autograph was authenticated by PSA, given a 9 grade for the card, and sold for $1,260. The only other comp I could find of this Jeter for a PSA 9 with an authenticated auto sold for $550 on eBay all the way back in May of 2010. Without an autograph, this Derek Jeter refractor last sold in a PSA 10 for $393 back in April of 2021. Coming in at number 3 is this 1991 Topps Tiffany Chipper Jones rookie, card number 333. This was a PSA 10 that received 38 bids and sold for just over $2,000. This sale is down as PSA 10s of this rookie have been averaging closer to $2,900, and there have been multiple sales over $3,000 in 2023. The last SGC 10 of this rookie sold for $910 back in November, and I was unable to find any prior BGS 10 sales of this card. Up next at number 2 is this 1999 Upper Deck A Piece of History Babe Ruth. This was a BGS 9 that received 32 bids and sold for $2,760. This sale is up from the last BGS 9 that sold for $835 back in 2020, but is down overall as a lower graded BGS 8.5 just sold for $3,600 back in July of last year. And topping off today's list at number 1 is this 1999 Skybox Premium Star Rubies Barry Bonds, card number 190. This was a BGS 9 that received 52 bids and sold for $12,600. Serial numbered out of 50, this is only the second ever sale of this card I could find, and is also the new record sale in any grade by any grading company. Thanks for joining me today, guys, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace.